So we'll see reverse coding and opposite coding at the same time. See, yesterday we tried to remember their positions. Today also we try to do the same thing, but from the other direction. At the same time, opposite also. Okay. I think you remember the positions, right? I think you remember the positions, right? Now we try to remember the positions from the opposite direction. For example, tell me what is the position of F? 6, U 21. Total how much? 6 plus 21, 27. What is K?
11.
P? What is the sum? 11 plus 16, 27. For example, take A 1, Z 26. What is the sum? 27. So what is important here is this 27 is very important. Okay, not 26. People think that there are 26 alphabets, but compared to 26, 27 is more important. Why 27 is more important means, for example, if I want to know the reverse of any particular letter, reverse in the sense, Z will be 26, Y 25, 24, 23, like this, right? For example, if I want to know the reverse of I reverse, what I have to do is, from 27, I have to subtract the position from the forward. What is the position of I from the forward? 9. So what is your answer? 18 is the position. Or if you do same thing, you take minus 9 to that side, it becomes what? 18 plus 19, that equal to 27. Yes or no? So now what is the position of 9 means? Position of alphabet? I. 18 means? So these both are opposite. We can find out reverse as well as opposite also. In case of opposite, the sum should be equal to 27. If you want to the position of the reverse, from the 27, you have to subtract the position from the forward. Additions and subtractions. That's it. If you subtract, you get the position from reverse. If you add both the numbers, you will get the opposite positions. For example, what is the position of P from reverse? No. It's K. 27 minus 16. How much? 11. Yes or no? Similarly, now whatever you said, this is 11. You take 16 this side. 11 plus 16, that is equal to what? 27. So obviously, this is K, this is P. P opposite is K. Additions and subtractions. You feel that even this is also difficult for me. In the exam, I don't have that much time. I'm hardly having 36 seconds to solve this. Then how to do? Let's see. So what we'll try to do is we will try to remember some words, so that by that words we try to remember their positions both forward as well as from the opposite direction. For example, the universal word, that is, okay, from the reasoning point of view, we have to break it. We'll break it. Once you break it, what is the position of L from forward? 12. O? 15. 12 plus 15? 27. What is L reverse? You have to give the position of O, that is 15. What is O reverse? You have to give the position of L, that is 12. Again, 15 plus 12 is 27. Okay, you do like this also, you'll get 27. Large H not 27. If you do like this also, you'll get 27. You'll get like this also 27. Like this also, you do 27. Every number is always entire is 27, 27, 27, 27, 27. You want to use for the 27 also. Okay, next one is VE. What is the position of V? 22. E 5. V reverse? 5. E reverse? 22. Okay. So what is love? Very difficult. But anyway, love means everything is for you, 7 and whatever. For you. So in this case, what is F? 6. U 21. F reverse? 21. U reverse? 6. Getting a leather. Whatever. Remember these positions, okay? Because I will ask you to answer them in the questions. When we are solving the questions, then they will be more helpful for you. So that is the reason we have to remember their positions. Now this is the next sequence. So we are living in which state? I can feel your pain. But still, okay. But Jagan is not giving notifications, and this fellow is irritating me at least. KCR will be there some notifications and something else. And moreover, the more number of investments are coming to Hyderabad rather than AP. And I can understand that pain. Okay. See, the Telangana is the recent formed state, we know, that is a new state, the child of how many years? 8 years. So before, prior to the formation of Telangana, we used to say that it is Telangana TG, not TS, because it's not officially formed under the Article 3 of the Constitution, right? So now, what is T? 20. G? 7. T reverse? 7. G reverse? 20. What is heart of Telangana? Sequence. You try to remember the sequence. What is the heart of Telangana? KCR? No. Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Okay. Why Hyderabad and Secunderabad? Again, don't want to enter the details, but yeah, as of remember HS. What is H? 8. S? 19. H reverse? 19. S reverse? 8. Why is the heart? H is the heart of Telangana. Why Hyderabad is the heart of Telangana? Because of software that is generating the second largest income in whole of India. So in which area we can see the concentration of this IT sector? Initially, not now. Now it is expanded to much more area. Initially, it was mainly concentrated on this area that is called as Kukatpalli. Till today, if you go to Kukatpalli, you don't know whether you are in Andhra or in Telangana. Okay, out of 100 people, 99 are from AP because all are software engineers, right? So Kukatpalli. So what is K? 11. P? 16. K reverse? 16. P reverse? 11. So remember the sequence. In Telangana, Hyderabad, Secunderabad. In Hyderabad, Secunderabad, having Kukatpalli. Or if you are a Pawan Kalyan fan, you can call it as PK. Okay, we don't know what he will do in the future. Again, Hyderabad and Secunderabad, TG, whatever. Okay. If you know any other number also, you can go through that. It's not like a static criteria. You have to follow only this thing. You can follow whatever you want. You can create your own words. Thing is, in the exam, you have to remember. That's it. In the exam, you have to answer. In the exam, I need 25 out of 25 in reasoning. That's it. Okay. Next. After this, we'll go with IR. Infrared, Indian Railways, International Relations, or some other. If you are having any word, you can remember it. So what is I? 9. R 18. I reverse 18. R reverse 9. You have to remember this one. Then followed by after IR, JQ, Jack and Queen. J10, Q17, J reverse 17, Q reverse is 10. Okay. Next after this, BY. BY. Both are opposite. How you remember? BOY boy, BABY baby. Or if you have any other thing in your mind, you can remember. So B is 2, Y is 25. B reverse 25, Y reverse 2. Then followed by CX. CX means what you can remember? Color Xerox, Chennai Express, not EX, Express, that's it. Remove E and Express only. Or crux you can remember, or many other words, whatever you can remember. So C is 3, X is 24. What is C from opposite? 24. X will be 3. Finally, DW. So DW means you can remember like Mountain Dew or normal dew, or you can remember like dynamic woman. Okay, down. Many words are there. So D is 4, W is 23, D reverse is 23, and W is 4. So you can remember these positions as well. Anything we left? Is there any other word that we left? Page? Is there any other pair that we left? Huh? E? E, U now. EB. Love. We broken love, no? Okay. Anyway, MN, AZ. No need to say. Right? So I think almost all we done everything. You remember, just go through 2 minutes. From forward, reverse, you try to remember, and then we'll try to solve some questions based on this format. Just go through them for 2 minutes. You try to remember from forward, from reverse, and from opposite. Okay, then we'll. Okay. So position of what I can say G. Reverse is T. That is 20. I think you got more familiar. Let's solve some questions. It is CGL 2022. Previous question. What is the clue here? He's saying that A is 26. When A is 26, what kind of coding? Reverse. He's following the reverse coding, which is RC, reverse coding. So now try to give the answer. For the answer? 57. Okay. What about yes? Yes, reverse how much? 8. Now you have to give a number here. U 6. N 13. So 13 plus 6, 19. 19 plus 8, 27. In the same way, what is C? C from reverse, 24. A from reverse, 26. T from reverse, 7. Okay. So what is the answer? 57. For example, if I instead of saying A is 26, if I say that if same question, if B equal to 2, sun equal to 27, cat equal to how much? What is the answer? Hmm? 24. Okay. What is B2 means what kind of coding? Forward coding. What is yes? 19. U 21. N 14. Total how much? What happened? 54. How much is there? 27. What you have to do? By 2. C 3. A 1. T 20. Add how much? 24. What you have to divide by 2. So what is your answer? 12. What is what answer you got? Okay, you have to solve the question and get the answer. Okay, don't think now might be answer. Anyway, it be used to. No, don't take your own conclusions until you solved it. I said reasoning question is easy until you solved it. Okay, be careful. Now, next question. Let's solve some questions from your material. What type of coding? No, opposite coding. A opposite. Yeah, Z. C opposite, X. T opposite, G. O opposite, L. R opposite. So in the same way, B opposite, Y. O opposite, L. O opposite, L. K opposite, P. In the same way, what is the answer? P opposite, E, N, C, I, L, K, V, M, X, R. Option E. Okay. Next question. Done. What is the answer? Answer C. Yeah. Same. By seeing this, you have to recognize the opposite coding question. C opposite X, N opposite M, T opposite G. So almost all opposite coding. In the same way, R opposite I, E, V, Q, J, U, I, R, R, I, E, V, T, W. So this is the answer. Just recognize it. Okay? You'll get the answer. It's not a big deal. And now next question. In a certain code language, write down some questions. In a certain code language, calendar, CALENDAR, is written as, in a certain code language, calendar is written as I Z W M V O Z X. Then how is computer is coded? And how computer is coded? So what's the pattern? Opposite coding and then by reverse. Two-layer question. Okay, two layers. For the two layers, first is opposite coding and then you have to reverse it. For example, how we will check this? How we will check that that is opposite coding or not? See, whenever you are writing the exam, try to concentrate on two letters. That is, always try to concentrate on the first letter and the last letter. In the same way, last letter with the first letter. The moment you check this, you will come to say kind of opposite coding. Then why you have to check this one and this one? Because this indicates that it's a reverse. The entire sequence is reversed. That is the reason opposite coding, and then you have to go with the reverse. So what is opposite coding? C opposite X, O, L, M, N, P, K, U, F, T, G, E, V, R, I. So I have to reverse now. Answer will be I, V, G, F, K, N, L, X. Okay. Now, write down one more pattern. I'm not going to give the question. Just you remember this pattern also. Write down opposite coding by, reverse by, change in pattern. Very, very important for SSC, change in pattern. This is the sequence, very, very important. What's the meaning of change in pattern? Change in pattern means he may increase or decrease the letters. He may increase or decrease. Change in pattern examples, write down some here, like +1, -1, +1, -1, +1, or +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, or +2, -2, +2, -2, +2. These are some of the examples of that. Again, if this question comes, then the question jumps into the category of difficult. In the first question we did right, direct opposite coding. By seeing you can give the answer. That is easy. The second one we did 2 layers. That is moderate. This question is difficult. So that's how the question is framed in the exam. If you want to create still more difficult, you want to review. It's very easy. He will add one more layer. How can we add one more layer? Opposite coding, split into half, then reverse, then change in pattern. Got it? What exactly it means? I will tell the same example by taking the same example of computer, and I will try to explain this the format. So try to remember the formats, okay? Don't try to mug it up. Computer, if this is the question. If you want to increase the layer of this, what he will do? How many letters? 8-letter word? Yes or no? He will break in the center. Once he break in the center, now what he is going to do? He is going to do reverse, like PMOC RETU. So this is the second layer he added. Then is what he is going to do? He is going to for opposite coding. What is opposite of P? Okay. M N O L C R C T U. Now he what is going to do? He is going to do change the pattern. How he is going to change the pattern? For example, it is K here. What he will do, like K minus 1, N plus 1, L minus 1, X plus 1, I minus 1, X plus 1. Got it? G minus 1. G minus 1 means F, and F plus 1. G. Like this is going to again change the pattern. Got it? What is going to do? So that's how we are going to increase the number of layers. That's how the question becomes difficult. The moment you see this pattern and this pattern, even you can't recognize. In the exam with the same question. Okay, in the classroom, and while I'm explaining, it looks quite easy. The moment you sit in the exam with 140 plus BP, blood pressure, it won't look that much easy. Okay. So you try to remember this all these areas. That is not very, very important for exam. Okay. So remember these layers. 4 layers are possible. Generally, 4 layers are possible. Even he want to still more add one more layer, can add one more layer. But I don't think that he will add that. How he will do that? Shall I explain that? Okay. What he will do is, he put computer, he will count how many vowels are there. How many vowels are there here? O, U, E. He will first arrange these vowels. And then followed by consonants. And again, opposite coding, then change in pattern. Or other thing he can do is, there is computer. In this computer, he is going to arrange the alphabets in the normal sequence. Normal sequence means first is C, after C, E, after E, M, after M, P, then R, then P. Sorry, O. O is there. O, P, R, P. Like this is going to in the increasing order. Then opposite coding, then break, then reverse. Whatever he can do, he can do. Okay. That is the reason there is no limit to the reasoning. So that is the reason always you try to solve the previous questions and try to know the what I can say that radar of SSC. What is the radar of SSC? Radar ante ఏ ఏరియాలో క్వశ్చన్లు అడుగుతాడు, ఎట్లాంటి క్వశ్చన్లు అడుగుతాడు. ఓకే, అది మనకు తెలిసి ఉండాలి. That is the reason don't solve all these books. Some of the students will come and ask me, sir, can I solve R.S. Agarwal? That with this much book. It's like this. Have you seen R.S. Agarwal? This much big book. Will say that for SSC I can solve this one. If you start solving this book, you never crack SSC. If you solve R.S. Agarwal, you never crack SSC. 100%. Why? All the questions are there in this book. SSC, RRB, police, banking, and all these questions are there. Can you crack that exam? Never. So if you are focusing on SSC, focus on SSC. See, all exams are completely different. In outside the marketing, they will do like banking is same, SSC same, RRB same. No, who said? All are different exams. అన్ని మందులకు అన్ని రోగాలకు ఒకే మందు కుదరదు. ఏ రోగానికి ఆ మందే వేయాలి. ఇష్టం వచ్చిన మందు చేస్తా అంటే ఎట్లా? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఓకే. నౌ write down one more question. In a certain code language, cat is written as, in a certain code language, cat is written as 4368. Then how this dog is coded? In a certain code language, cat is written as 4368. How dog is coded? We don't know whether it is a forward coding or reverse coding. First, we check with the forward coding. In forward coding, what is C? 3, A, 1, T, 20. If you multiply, if you square, if you cube it also, you won't get. Because if I multiply, 60. If I'm doing squares, 410. If I'm doing cubes, somewhere around 4028. Something you'll get. Yes or no? So once it is not possible with the forward coding, what is the next one we have to do? Reverse coding. What is C reverse? Now we start with reverse coding. What is C reverse? 24. A reverse 26. T reverse 7. Addition possible? Addition is only 57. So can we go with multiplication? Yes. What is 24 into 26? Into 7? 4368. In the same way, what is D? What is D? 20? 3 multiplied by what is O? O L reverse L. So 12 into 20. So how much you will get? Some 5000 change. So in the option you check, yeah, 5520 answer. 5520 is the answer. Got the logic here? Very simple question. Reverse coding with multiplication. Reverse coding with the multiplication. We done reverse coding and then we started multiplying. So these are another type of questions we can expect. Okay. So these are the various types of opposite coding and reverse coding questions. Write down the next type, change in pattern. Change in pattern. The next type of questions is change in pattern. Let's see this change in pattern question. We will do first some questions from your material. Basically, in material you have very easy questions. Basically, yeah, do this question. I think everybody can easily answer this one. So try to answer this. No board up class be focused. 3 hours you can't focus. What's the answer? So here yes, here you can see P. So yes is how much? 19. P is how much? 16. So what is the difference? Minus 3. 19 to 16, we are decreasing. So minus 3. How much T? 20. How much Q? 17. So 20 minus 17 means how much? Again minus 3 because we are decreasing. Y 25, V 22. Again minus 3. L how much? 12. I 9. Again minus 3. E 5. B 2. Again minus 3. So what is the change in pattern we can see? The change in pattern is minus 3. See, apply same thing and get the answer. S minus 3. P. M minus 3. J. M means how much? 13. 13 minus 3. 10. E how much? 5. 5 minus 3. 2. So B. L 12. 12 minus 3. 9. 9 is I. L 12. 12 minus 3. Again 9. So your answer is PJBII. Option A is the answer. So this we are going to have a long session based upon these 4 models. Okay. Next question, right off. A bit difficult level, a bit more question, a bit more difficult. I can say it's like a moderate kind of question, not difficult, extremely difficult, moderate kind of question. Because easy questions anyway you can answer it in the exam. I'm not fearing of them. So we'll try to have some good questions, good bunch of questions, quality questions at least. Here, what is M? What is M? What is it? 26. How much change? Plus 13. What is O? A 1. What is the change? Minus 14. What is B? 2. M 13. What is the change? Increased by 11. Yes or no? I 9. Yes 19. So increased by 10. L 12. U 21. Increased by 9. E 5. M 13. Increased by 8. If you clearly observe this number, it is 8, 9, 10, 11 and 13 here. So obviously here it is not minus 14. It is 12. It is 12 here. How 12? Let's check this one how it is. Now see sequence 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How 12? For example, O is there. O to Z. Take a Z here. O is how much? 15. What is Z? 26. How much increase? Plus 11. If I add one more plus 1, then it becomes what? A. You have to think that the letters are in circular fashion. Okay, they are continuing. Okay. So it is plus 11 and plus 1. It leads to what? Plus 12. Got the logic here? So this is the only thing we need to remember here. Now we try to apply the same and get the answer. For example, he's asking for what? Tumor. Okay. How much we have to add for T? 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Right? So what is T? 20. How much we have to add? 13 we have to add. If I add 13, total how much? 33. Yes or no? 20 plus 13 is 33. But how many letters are there in the total alphabets? Total how many alphabets are we having? 26. So minus 26. So 7. It means this out of 33, we completed one circle of 26 and again we are moving by 7 positions. So G means 7 means what? G. In the same way, what is U? 21. Again here how much we have to add? 12. So 21 plus 12 how much? Same 33. After this remove 26, then we again are getting what? 7. Again we get what? G. What is M? 13. 13 plus 11, 24. X. O 15. 15 plus 10, 25. So Y. What is R? 18. 18 plus 9 how much? 27. But how many letters are there? 26. So 1. So your answer is A. So your answer is GGXYA. So answer is option B is the answer. Okay. This is very important. After you cross the Z, how much you have to add? So you just subtract 26, you will get the answer. There are many coding and decoding questions are there in your material. Generally, what I feel is that you can solve it very easy only, like maximum like +1 +2 +3 or -1 +1 -2 +2 like this video. So that is the reason what we'll try to do is we will try to solve some questions. Particularly these questions are from 2020 and 2019 questions, because 2020 already is here. We have to solve the 2020. Okay, start writing now. From where we will start? Write down. In a certain code language, don't write code language in all this language. But anyway, in a certain code language, Unreal is coded as 14215181121. Rhymes. Rhymes is coded as 818 132 5195. Then how will airway is coded? How is airway is coded? Answer. Anything? 81 2 next on the 812 ಅನ್ನೋದು next ಇచ్చిನಟ್ಟು 8121. That's it. For the answer, it's not that much difficult, easy only. Okay, what is U? You see here letters, numbers. So either your answer will be forward coding or reverse coding. Maximum in that area only. So what is U? First we'll check with the forward coding. What is U? 21, N 14, R 18, E 5, A 1, L 12. Now if I check with the 21, is there any 21? Yes, 21 is there. Is there any 14 here? Yes, is there 14? The moment I see this, what exactly is doing? Next one is E. E means here 5. Then R is 18. Then A 1. Then L 12. So it's reversing. So what is doing is just changing these positions. So 14 here, 21 here. Again change the positions. 5 here, 18 here. Change the positions. 12 here and 1 here. That's it, right? Now directly we go for the answer. Give me the answer. Directly I will write the answer. Answer is 9 1 2 3 1 8 2 5 1. That's it. So this is the answer. So you just reverse it. That's it. Okay. Previous question. Recent trend that is following in SSC. Okay. Trend should be your friend. Trend should be your friend. Remember. I will practice 20 years before questions, 10 years before questions. I will write the exam. No. So you have to always follow the trend. Generally, we use this word trend is your friend in the stock market. Always follow the trend, then only you'll make something. Okay. And next question. Write down the next question. In a certain code language, prick, P-R-I-C-K. P-R-I-C-K. Prick is coded as 30, and make is coded as 12. How crazy is coded? Crazy is coded in the crazy fashion. What is that? Okay. How crazy is coded? So first I will check with the forward coding because that's how you need to check. For example, 16, 18, 9, 3, 11. If I add, how much I will get? Very big number because 16 plus 18 somewhere around 34, then 9, 43, 46, 46, 11, 57. 57 is 30, they're highly far related because I can't do divide by 2 also because 57, which is a odd number. If I do by 2, I'll get 0.5. Now I will check with the reverse now. What is the reverse? P 11, R 9, I 18, C 24, K 16. 11 plus 9 20, 20 plus 18 38, 38 plus 24 62, 62 plus 16 78. Again 78 and 30 again no be related. Is they related? No. Then what to do now? Now we are having these numbers. We'll try to get the small number. I can't do somewhere I'm getting 57, so I can't do division. Division is ruled out. Can I do square root? No, I can't do square root. Why? It is not a square. Then we have to do sum of digits. Then we have to do what? Sum of digits. So what is 1 plus 6? 7. 1 plus 8? 9. 9, 3, 2. We try to add it. We add, are you getting anything? 9 plus 7, how much? 16. 16 plus 9? How much? 26. 26 plus 5? 31. Huh? 30, huh? Sorry, 30. Sorry, 30. So yeah, some of these you got 30. So now this is the answer. For example, take M. What is M? 13, 1, 11, 5. So obviously it is 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5. So obviously it is 12. So now go for the answer. 3, 18, 1, 26, 25. So that is 3 plus 9 plus 1 plus 8 plus 7. So what is the answer? 10, 13, 13, 21, 21, 7, 28. So your answer is 28 is the answer. Okay, so yeah, that is a logic you need to follow. So how I can get this small number? On what basis? That's how you have to think. No, if you practice 3 or 4 times, they become easy. It's not like very difficult question. That you should have approach. That's it. Okay, take down the next question. If anybody solve this question, I'm going to give you dairy milk. If anybody solve this, some incentive, okay, for your thinking ability. Okay, write down the question. Machine is coded as 5861944. How is stock? Stock is coded, and I'm going to give the options also because if I didn't give options, you'll get n number of answers. So option A is 96479. B is 12692. C is 87397. D is 86496. Okay. Online students can't get dairy milk, even though solve also. Yeah. Alphabetical class, okay. No, you remaining can solve. You do your own thing, okay. 16, 1, 25, 13, 5, 14, 20. Okay. No. Okay, you added 5. Okay. Plus 5 means you'll get what? 21. You'll get 6. Then మొత్తం అన్ని ప్లస్ 5 యాడ్ చేశారా? ఏకి యాడ్ చేశారు 5, ఈకి యాడ్ చేశారు 5. అంటే టీకి యాడ్ చేయలేదా? So here also 5, here also 5. Okay. M is 18. E is also 10. Okay. 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 Got it. దీనికి 5 యాడ్ చేశారు, దీనికి 5 యాడ్ చేశారు. ఈ ఎమ్మెన్ మాత్రం యాడ్ చేశారు. మిగతా దానికి నెక్స్ట్ 5 కి ఆన్సర్ వచ్చేసింది. You are the answer. Okay, I will use remaining options also. Then, okay, option C. Six, 8, 0, 111, 3, 111, not 111, 1, 2, 3, 4 ones, 0, 3. Other one is 6, 1, 3, 1, 0, 111, 3, 8, 0, 1. Yeah. Still, your answer stays. The options. Option. Yeah, I will tell this logic. Yes, what you said is correct. Is correct only. Let's see how you read. First payment is there. So you try to arrange these letters in the increasing order. What is the first one here? A. What is after next one? A. E. After E. M. Yes or no? N. Then M, N, P, Y. 1, 2, P. Oh, sorry, T is there, no? Sorry. P, T, Y. After doing this, now you can see this. A is how much? 1. Add out how much? Plus 5. So you got 6. So you got 6. E, 5. P add how much? Plus 5. So got 10. So it is 10. M how much? 13. How much you have to add? Plus 5. So he got what? 18. So 18. But N is the center. So for the center letter, he took as it is. So obviously 14. So it is 14. No change. Now P, here how much here? 11. Obviously I know P is how much? 16. 16 minus 5, 11. So 11 is the answer. Next one is T. T minus 5 is 15. So you got 15 here. So Y is 25. 25 minus 5, 20. So you got the answer as 20. So this is the logic. Okay. Next question. Then write down the next question. Again, same. This question also eligible. Okay. Done. This one. Next question. If stroke is coded as, sorry, stroke is coded as 23171 31089 and the gluten is coded as 142387 1621. Then how is charge is coded? How is charge is coded? Okay. So just you try to add some value so that we get the value of 28 always. So we added 9, 8, that is 19 plus 9, 28, 20, 20 plus 8, 28, R 18, 18 plus 10, 28, O 15, 15 plus 13, 28, K 11, 11 plus 17, 28, E 5, 5 plus 23 is 28. Yes, sir. What is the answer? So E is how much? 5. How much I have to add? 23. So starts with 23. G 7. G7 means how much I have to add? 21. R 18. How much I have to add? 10. A1. How much I have to add? 27 to get 28. H8. How much I have to add? 20. C3. How much I have to add? 25. So this is the answer. 23, 21, 10, 27, 20, 25 to get the value of 28. Okay. So this is the logic. I think this is the most difficult question in SSC the last year entire paper. And the remaining are a bit easy only. Okay. So next type of questions, write down the next type of questions, that is rearrangement. The next type of questions is rearrangement. It is an easy topic. You can get the answer very easily. Okay. So let's start some rearrangement questions. So what is the meaning of rearrangement first? If you see this question, you'll understand what exactly it is called as rearrangement. ఎందుకంటారు rearrangement మనకు అర్థమైపోతుంది అన్నమాట. For example, see in this question, SPANK is called as PSNAK. So SPANK is called as PSNAK means same letters are rearranged. So these letters, whatever the letters, these letters are arranged here. So that is the reason it is called as rearrangement. But in this case, how it is rearrangement? Here it is P. Where is P here? Here you are having P. Next letter is yes. Here where is yes? Here is. Always go from this side to this side to get the answer easily in the exam. Okay. Don't from here to here. It takes a lot of time. Sometimes you get confused. Instead you go from here to here. Okay. That is first check where is P. P is here. So where is here? First check here. Then yes. Where is yes? Here is. The moment I see this, he is dividing the letter into how many blocks? 2 letter block. After dividing it to 2 letter block, he is dividing like PS, NA, then K. So here also obviously you have to divide into 2 letter block, then HT OR W is the answer. HT OR W. HT OR W is the answer. So this is called as rearrangement type of questions. How this rearrangement will be? Generally, I will tell that. What are the different types of rearrangements? We'll see some questions so that you'll understand what the different types of rearrangements. So in this case, what we did, we tried to divide the letter into 2 block. There are some questions we try to this letter into 3 block also. For example, you see this question. Yes. What answer? First, what is here? G. So check where is G. G is here. What's the next letter here? I. Check where is I. I is here. Then what is here? C. Then here C. The moment I see, no, it is dividing into how many letter block? 3 letter block. So divide into 3 letters, and then you try to reverse it. So CIG becomes GIC. ERE becomes ERA. TTE becomes E double T. Next one followed by, we go with the answer now. We try to divide this each word into 3 letter block. Then after that you have to reverse it. DIR becomes RID. ECT, ECT. ION becomes NOI. Option A is the answer. Right. So in this case we are dividing into 3-letter block. In the previous question, we did it to 2-letter block. We try to solve this question. Try to give the answer. The certain code calendar is written as CALENDR. How is circular is written? Yes, for the answer. Okay. If you see here, first it starts with what? C. Here also C is there. What's the next one here? A. So where is A here? A. Then what's the next one? L. So it's moving back to L. So he stopped here. So right, first letter and you can see last letter, both are same. So first letter, last letter, same position. So first letter, last letter, same position. And what he is dividing again into two-letter block, and then he is reversing. Right? Same thing here also. First letter, last letter, same. That is C and R. Then later divided into two-letter block or C, U, L, A and all. Now you try to reverse it. IR becomes RI, CU becomes UC, LA becomes AL. So this is the answer. So same here also the previous question logic only. That is dividing the letter into two-letter block, except the first and last. Now you do this one. In this type of questions, you can't expect a difficult question. Remember that, okay? Because same letters are rearranged in some fashion. We need to identify that fashion in the exam, right? So what is the first letter here? L. So here it is L. What is the next letter here? N. Where is N? N is here as well. Here. So there are two ways. That means either he has to move from L to N, N to I to A is one series, or A to O, O to T, and T to N is one more series. Or if this is not the case, or he can take L to N first to last, then followed by A to A, then N to T, then O to I. This is a one more chance. There are two possibilities. These are the two possibilities here. For that, we'll try to solve the next one. What's the next one here? A and then A. So check where is A. A is here and A is here. So obviously this is the pattern is following. L to N, then followed by A to A. Then NT, yes, NT is there. Then followed by TO, then followed by TO, and I is as it is. So obviously we try to solve this one. So domestic, first one is CD, then followed by IO, SM, E is the last. That's it. Yes or no? You're missing something. Huh? T, TM. Huh? Okay. CD, IO, then TM. TM and SCR. Okay. So he's moving from last to first, periphery to the center. Sometimes he will move from center to the periphery. Only this type of questions we will see in this type of coding and decoding. Okay, we'll take a break. After the break, we'll solve another more types of coding and decoding questions. Okay. So next type, direct coding. Again, it is also very easiest to type in the coding decoding. How to recognize whether a given question is a direct coding or not. So there is a small clue in this type of questions. Definitely we can expect this question in the exam, but there is a small clue. What is the clue? See, many people what they will do, the moment they see this particular question in the exam, because there is letters and there are numbers, they think that it is a forward coding or reverse coding question. No. Before coming to that conclusion, you have to check the common letters. For example, between Delhi and Calcutta, what is the common letter? L. Here also L. In this case, L is coding for what? 5. In this course, L is coding for what? 5. So it means that the meaning of this is D is directly coding it as 7. There is no change. That examiner itself is taking D as 7. There is no alteration. In the same way, E is coded as 3. L is coded as 5. It's a direct coding. The moment L means you have to represent with 5. E is representing with 3. D is representing with 7. In the same way, we should identify the code for Calicut. C is coding for what? 8. A coding for 2. L coding for 5. I is coding for, I is here. I is coding for 1. C is coding for again 8. U is coding for, where is U? U is here 9. U is coding for 9. And T is coding for what? 6. So your answer is this one. So this is called as direct coding. No change in the coding pattern. Already the examiner coded and just we need to recognize it. How to recognize these questions? Always go for what? A common letter that is present. The moment you see, if you're not getting here, then sometimes you can check forward or reverse coding. See, even though this will be not the same for all the questions. And a common compulsory, no. Sometimes you may give common, sometimes you may not give common, but most probably 90% of the questions will get common. Sometimes without common also you can give. Okay, it's not like a thumb rule that we have to follow this thing, nothing like that. Okay. Yes, next question. It's also a type of direct coding question only. Okay. So in this case, see here, June is written as PQRS, August is written as WQFQMN. Then how can Gust be written in that code language? See, what's the common letter between June and August? U. U is coding for what? Q. Here also August means U. It is also coding for what? Q. So obviously it is a direct coding question. Now tell me, what is G is coding for? F. U. E. Yes. T. Okay. This is the answer. Okay. This also direct coding questions. So both with respect to numbers. In this case, we saw numbers, but in this case, it is with respect to letters. Next time. Next time, we'll do some more direct coding questions wherever it is possible. Wow. For example, you see this one. The moment you can see, you can recognize it's a direct coding question. Okay. Okay. Is there any common letter? Yes. That is, here you're having E. You're also having E. N here. N here. Any other thing? Okay. Yeah. I. So I is here. I is here as well. Yeah. Why so late? Huh? Okay. See in this course, I is coding for 1. Here also I is coding for what? 1. So obviously, it's what kind of question? Direct coding question. Okay. Just check the common. That is sufficient. Okay. No need to write. Already we done this kind of format, right? So the next one. Yes, write down next one. Whenever you see symbols, symbols also indicates it's a direct coding pattern. So remember that whenever we see symbols also indicates a direct coding question. For example, if you see here, R is coded with percent. Here at the rate of hashtag D at the rate A triangle, D is coded as how much? So obviously D is coded as at the rate A triangle or percent. So this is the answer. So whenever you see symbols also indicates what? Direct coding. Go with predetermined mind. No need in the exam. The moment you see in the exam, directly say that okay, this is direct coding question. That's it. So for example, you see here also symbols. Symbols indicates again direct coding question. Okay, that is the logic we need to follow. Next type. Write down the next type of coding decoding. Number coding. And this number coding, he is not asking from past 3 or 4 years, but we don't know. It may appear in the exam. It may reappear also. Okay. So number coding. Yes, we see this one. For example, in this case, if you are able to do math problems very easily, and if you are able to recognize the numbers very fast, these questions become very easy. Okay. So, for example, see here, 38 plus 15 is squared as 66, 29 plus 36 is squared as 99, then how is 82 plus 44 is squared? This is the thing. See what you have to get here? 66. By using this 3815, you have to get 66. It doesn't matter how you are doing. Okay. By using these numbers, that is 3815, you have to get 66. So how can we do that? For example, 3 plus 8. What is 3 plus 8? 11 multiplied by 1 plus 5. So 11 multiplied by 6, right? So it is 66. See the logic here. The logic is very simple. If here addition is there, at the center of it addition is there, you will get very less number. If you want to get very big number, here also multiplication, here also multiplication, here also multiplication. Yes or no? If you want to get smaller number, here subtraction, here addition, here subtraction. Got it? You want to get average size number, subtraction, multiplication, and subtraction. These are the only things you can follow in the entire math. Yes or no? So these are also not that much difficult questions. See, all this type comes under easy to moderate level questions in the SSC. Now here, 82, 44. What is the answer? 8 plus 2, how much? 10. Multiplied by 4 plus 4 is 8. What is the answer? 8 is the answer, right? Next. Do you want more number of these questions to solve number coding? Yeah, we'll solve some 4 or 5 questions. Then you can able to understand it. Yes. Small number. What to do with small number? Minus. Exactly. So 6 plus 4, 10. Minus 1 plus 4, 5. Right? The same way 9 plus 2, 11. Minus 3 plus 1, 4. In the same way 5 plus 6, 11. Minus 2 plus 2, 4. So your answer is 7. Smaller number, no. There is obviously subtraction is involved. Okay. So this is the thought process that should you follow in the exam. Okay. So this about our number coding as well. There are many questions you can see in the exam. Okay. So this is about number coding. Anything we left? No. Now we have to do only matrix coding and miscellaneous questions, right? Okay. Let's see matrix coding. So matrix coding is not there here. Okay, we'll do first miscellaneous, then followed by matrix coding. This question is important. I think recently also this question was asked in SSC this type. Again, it is very easy. Now see here, it's a miscellaneous type of question. Where is saying that sky is called as star, star is cloud, cloud is earth is tree, and tree is wood. Then where do birds fly? Generally, where do birds fly? Everybody know. But sky is called as star. So your answer is star. It means, see here, you have to remember this word. Whenever I am saying that A is B, or if I say A is called B, both are same. Okay, A is called B. Always A is coding for what? B. If at all, if there is something like this, A means B. If at all there is A means B, then B is coding for what? A. So these are the two types you have to remember for the exam. Only these two are possible in the exam. One is called, other one is means. Okay, other one is, other one is means. Is means forward, means reverse. Okay, these two things you have to keep in mind. Again, these are very important. Definitely, you are preparing for SI exam, or even there is one question in UPSC also. I think in 2017 or 16 CSAT question. This question was given. This question in the sense not exactly this one, same pattern. Next one. Yeah, try to answer this one now. As you know the process, how to do that. So try to answer this. What's the answer? No. What's the see? Black means pink, pink means blue, blue means white, white means yellow, yellow means red, red means brown. Then what's the color of clear sky? First of all, you should have GK that what's the color of clear sky. It's black or blue? Blue. Sure. How? How come blue? Hmm? Pink. Yeah. Answer is blue. In this case, I say that what is the word keyword here? Means. Means in the sense forward or backward? Backward. So blue means what? Pink. So your answer is pink is the answer. You have to move backward. Means in the sense that representing the backward direction. Got it? Okay. So this is again miscellaneous type of question. Next miscellaneous type of question we will see. That also very important for exam. Let's see them. No need to write. I think you can answer them. Just you write A means B forward, A means B means reverse. Just keep that thing in mind. And this type of question more often appears in the banking and insurance type of exams. SSC somewhere, sometimes. Okay, once in a blue moon, it may appear in your question paper. But it's not that much difficult. It's quite easy question only. So let's see here. What is saying that in a certain code language, called tip mod means singing is appreciable, mod baj means dancing is good, and tip knob baj means singing and dancing. Which of the following good in that code? He's asking of what? Good. Now, where is this good? There are three sentences here. What are the three sentences? One is, you can see this is the one sentence that is in the green color. There is one more sentence. This is another sentence that is in the red color. There is one more sentence that is in the your blue color, right? Oh. Yeah, I have to take from here, right? Blue color. So where is this good word? In first sentence, second sentence, or third sentence? We're having in the second sentence. So here it is good. So in the second sentence, what are the words that we are having? We're having three words. What are they? Mod, Baj, and min. So out of these three words, one is your answer. Now what we have to do is we start comparing with the other sentences to get the answer. For example, here MOT mod is there. Is there any other two sentences? Is there mod? Yes, you're having mod here. If mod is there here means good should be also there in the first sentence as well. Is there good in the first sentence? No. So mod is not the answer. Come to the next one. What's the next one here? BAJ Baj. Is there in the first sentence in the BAJ Baj? No. Is there in the third sentence? Yes. Is there good in the third sentence? Singing and dancing, there is no good. So it is also wrong. You have to thought only MIM. So your answer is MIM. Just a comparison. Now you just tell me what is the word for COL? Now COL is coding for? Huh? Singing? COL is coding for what? COL దేనికి కోడ్ చేస్తున్నా అడుగుతున్నాను. COL is coding for what? Which word? Whether it is singing or is or appreciable. What the answer? Appreciable. Why it is appreciable? Because it is appreciable. COL is there in the second sentence? No. COL is in the third sentence? Is there? No. Similarly, singing is there in the second sentence? No. But it is there in the third sentence. Similarly, is there in the first sentence and is there in the second sentence. So there is only one word that is not there in the first and second sentence is appreciable. So obviously COL is appreciable. Got it? For example, now you tell me, sing. What is the code for singing? Tip is the answer. Why singing is there here also? Singing is in the third sentence as well. First and third sentence. So obviously common thing should be there. So here also tip is there, and here also you're having tip. So that is okay. Just by comparison, you can get the answers. So this also another type of miscellaneous coding and decoding questions. Okay. So one is there matrix coding. The last one we are having. Let's try to solve this matrix coding as well. So before doing this matrix coding, anyway, matrix coding is not asking when this online exam is started. Before, prior to the online exam, he used to ask this matrix coding. Now he is asking. Before going to solve this matrix coding, let's solve some 2020 questions. 2020 CGL tough questions, not all the questions, only tough questions. Okay, let's take out, because once we done coding and decoding, I'm giving some assignment for you. What is that assignment is? Already I shared with the 2021 question paper with you, right? You try to select all the coding and decoding questions from this all these 21 papers. So I think each paper is having 2 questions. total 42 questions of coding and decoding. So tomorrow, or at least day after tomorrow, I have to see that 42 questions with answers, with answer. Okay, in your book. Will you do that? You can discuss among yourselves. You're not in, you can discuss and whatever you want to, but you have to write this all this 40 at one page, so that you will be in the trend. I always said that trend is your friend. Okay. Trend should be your friend. Otherwise, you are preparing his ways. Write down. In a certain code language, morbid is written as. Anybody, what is the meaning of morbid? Huh? Not exactly death. Huh? Morbid is something related to death. For example, mortal, morbidity, mortuary, something like that. Okay, morbid is coded as, is written as THGMID. In the same way, how will obtain be written in that code language? How is obtain is written in the code language? Again, this question is not eligible for your incentive. Okay, I think this is not that much difficult. It's moderate level question, not difficult question. So only difficult questions will have incentives. Yes, Pradeep. What is the answer? Option, sir. Option, sir. Okay, written the options. Option A is GFO, JDS, JOF, GSD, GJF, OSD, JGO, FDS. I think you can solve this. Answer. Difficult question. Same logic. Something, yeah? What? Yeah. Something related to that. But here addition and subtraction is at the big number, not like up to 2-3 numbers range. Range in the numbers. We done this question. No, which answer? Then which one answer? You gave answer for this question, right? Not this one. This one, right? You give answer for this question, right? Similar type of question. It's a different one that we solve. There is a similar type of question. Not exactly similar. Near bit, a bit of near bit of this one. So try to in that context. See, I said what happens in SSC means almost in that particular year, almost all the questions will repeat like that only. For example, what are the questions that you will see in the session one? Almost all same type of questions will be going to be repeated. Okay. Anybody having problem? See, I try to just to have the familiarity of the numbers. I will to have the familiarity of the letters. I will try to convert into numbers. What is M? O R 2, then 9 4. It is also like 20 7 13 9 4. Now you try to see that by addition and subtraction of something, is there any possibility of converting one form into another form? Just by addition of some number, is there any other possibility? Because the moment I say it is not opposite coding question, ruled out, opposite question is ruled out. So it is forward, not reverse, because all the letters, here also letters, here also letters. So you just have to say change in pattern question. So how much I have to add, so or subtract, so that I can convert into this form into this form. Okay, this change in pattern question, right? The different types of coding and decoding, this comes under your change in pattern. I said that in SSC only 3 questions can be tricky in the exam. What are those 3 questions? One is forward coding, reverse coding, and change in pattern. Only these 3 types of questions will pinch you in the exam. Okay, let's see here. For example, if I subtract minus 5 from M, 13 minus 5? 8. So can I write like H? Now I can add some 5. Yes, how much? T. Got the logic? Yes or no? Got the logic? What is doing? He is reversing these positions as well, right? For example, here TH is there. TH is there means M is T, then is getting what? H. See the next one. What is R? 18. So 18 minus 5 is what? 13. What is 13 means? M. What is B? B plus 5. B plus 5 is 7. What is 7? G. Again, you have to reverse this. So R is to G, B is to M. So again, GM. Similarly, we have to do minus 5. I minus 5 means how much? D. Similarly, D plus 5. How much? I. So again, rearrange. Yes or no? I and then followed by D. Got it? Got the logic? Change in pattern, but change in pattern is alternate. Change in pattern is alternate. Okay. So it's a change in type model. Just write down the change in pattern type of question. Maximum difficult questions will be of change in pattern, forward coding or reverse coding only. I think already we've done the multiple type of questions, right? Multiple of 9, multiple of some number. Yeah, write down. Write down. In a certain code language, don't write all these things, certain code language and all. Just in a certain code language, virtue. This is also 2020 question, difficult question. 2020 difficult question. Virtue is coded as 201 and tragedy is coded as tragedy is coded as 218. Then how is profane is coded? What type of question first? What is the possibility? What type? Either. No, this question will fit under which type? No, not change in pattern. Forward coding or reverse coding. Okay. So you try to check with that format. Okay. For what? What? Here is GD. TRE. Okay, okay. Here is GD. Okay. I'm giving the options. Your options are 570, 342, 432, 456. Can I expect any incentive is required for this question? For all the questions we require incentives, what is this? Yeah. I think already we've done this kind of question in the classroom. So the logic is somewhere close to the previous question only that we've done. So the type is forward or reverse coding type. Record failure. Yeah. See, in this question, the reverse coding is a reverse coding, and you have to multiply it by 3. That is number of vowels. Here also, you can see this is the reverse coding. You multiply the reverse coding product with the number of vowels, that is 3. So we are going to get answer 342. See the next one. What's the answer? What the answer? Yes. First, what we have to do? Check this. First, we try to arrange them in the increasing order. So first B, after B, D, then E, then N, O, Y. So here B, any problem? No. Here D, problem? No. Here E, here F, increased by how much? +1. Here N, here also N, no problem. Here O, here P, so increased by how much? +1. Here also N, here also N. So what is the pattern here? Vowels are increasing by +1, whereas consonants are having the same position. Right? So what is the answer? So consonant, we say consonant. So first try to arrange in their increasing order of their format. So what is the first one here? E, then I, M, O, P, R, S. So E +1 means F. I +1 means H. M as it is. O +1 means P. P as it is. R as it is. S as it is the answer. I +1. A, I, O, U. Okay, I vowels has to increase by +1. Sorry. Vowels has to increase by +1. So you write here, otherwise you'll forget. +1, +1. Vowels +1. So it's a 20. This is a recent trend. Actually, if you see before 2016 or 2017, this type of questions never appeared. That is, digits should be increasing order. అవింత ముందు లేవు. ఇవి రీసెంట్ గా 2019-20 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేశారు ఈ ఫార్మాట్. Recent format this is. So I said that trend should be your friend, because if you are practicing only just previous papers and you are going to the exam, okay, not possible. Right down. Next question. Again, moderate question, not a difficult question. So write down. In a certain code language, French is coded as 114. The moment you see this question, what kind of coding? Forward coding or reverse coding? LOSS, loss is coded as 47. And how this course is coded? Shall I give options? Options are 81, 87, 103, 120. See, I said that difficulty can be only in these questions because rearrangement, okay, direct coding, matrix coding, you won't see any difficult question in this because you can't frame the difficult question in there. Okay. See, out of these 3 words, first which one will select? Everybody started doing French, no? No, you have to start with loss. That approach is also important because small number, no, we have to start with the small number. That logic can be applied to the big number if you get the answer. Yeah, 80. How? Pattern. Reverse coding a number of digits. Sorry, number of letters. Sorry. Okay. So the pattern is simple. Same question. Reverse coding with number of digits. A lot of people you are more habituated to this. Huh? What the answer? 87. Good. So what is the pattern? Reverse coding plus number of letters. Check with this. Again, this is not a difficult question. It comes under moderate category. Okay. Okay. Next one. See now, after going home, see here. What you do is after going home, you try to take 2021 question paper and you write in a separate papers 21 into 2, somewhere around 40 to 50 questions, somewhere around that range you will get. So by at least day after tomorrow, today is Thursday, right? On Saturday, I'm going to see that assignment. Okay. Sunday anyway, holiday. Okay, you will not come. So before that, we will see. By Saturday, try to complete entire coding decoding questions. Okay. One more thing. By Monday, you try to complete entire counting the triangle squares as well as dice questions. Practice all 21 years. Okay. Okay. Do that thing. Now, next topic. Right up. There is one matrix coding I left. I will do it tomorrow. Okay. Because I am not having that question now. Right up. Analogy. Very, 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 very important for SSC. Why very, very important? Because it's not difficult, but it's number of questions. How many questions? 3 questions from this area. So 3 questions means 3 out of 25 means what percent? What percent? 3 out of 20 means what percent? 12%. Why not studying math? 3 by 25 into 100. What percent? The weightage is 12%. So obviously 12% weightage means a very good weightage in SSC, right? So let's see. There are 3 types of analogy questions. Right now, there are 3 types. There are 3 types. One is called as number analogy, word analogy, letter analogy. So you'll get questions based on number, based on word, based on letters. Okay, 3 types. One question, one question, one question. One question from numbers, one question from words, other question is from letters. So first we start with numbers. Okay. Before starting these questions with numbers, first of all, what is the meaning of analogy? What is the meaning of analogy? Why analogy questions will be asked in the exam? What is the reason? What is analogy? Example. Analogy any correct any? Yeah. Okay. Move to the analogy. All 3 are correct. Huh? Good. Analogy is nothing but establishing the relationship between 2 given entities. They may be a words, maybe a letters, maybe a numbers as well. So what you have to establish is establish the relationship between 2 given entities. Why this type of questions are asked in the exam? Because tomorrow when you are doing the surveys, there are some situations you will get. There are 2 situations. So you have to establish the relationship between 2 situations. So that kind of thinking is required for the those who are person with the government job. So government want to select those people. So that is the reason they are going to ask this analogy questions in the exam. Okay. So what is analogy? Analogy means establishing the relationship between 2 given entities. They may be words, letters, or numbers. So now we are going to start with respect to numbers. So write down heading number analogy. Heading is number analogy. So in case of analogy, for example, if this is the question, 1, 5, the same way, 6, how much? What is the answer? Simple. What is the relation you can put between these 2? So I can say like it is +4. What is the relation now between these 2? +4 is 10. That's it. But not this much usually in the exam. Okay. So we try to establish the relation between these 2, and whatever the relationship that you will get, this is the relationship. Whatever the relationship that you will get, you will apply to the question and get the answer. Okay. So generally with the numbers, what are the different types of questions possible? Write down the types of analogy. Okay, the types of analogy questions. So first it starts with squares. Write down first one, squares. First it starts with squares. So n squared. For example, we will see this question. It is like 9, 25, 16, how much? Yes, what is the answer? 9 means 9, 25, 16. What all these are? 9, 25, 16, all these are squares. So obviously I can write like 3 square. It is like 5 square. It is 4 square. Means how much I have to add? 6. Because the difference here it is plus 2. So obviously you add plus 2 and you do 6 square and you will answer as 36. So the values of squares also very, very important. But what is important for exam is not only the values of n square, the values near the n square also very, very important. So what are the different types of formats? Write down that the format may be n square plus 1 or n square plus 2 or n square plus 3. Or the format may be n square minus 1, n square minus 2 or n square minus 3. The most important, put star mark where you can expect more number of questions in this format, that is n square plus n and n square minus n format. Okay, these are the different types of formats it's possible. And also not only this, format of multiplication also. Example, write down that n square into 1, n square into 2, n square into 3. So this type of formats are possible. So all these are the different types of formats. There's a high chance of possibility of asking in the exam. Okay. Just write down this while we are practicing the questions. I will tell this what kind of format it is. Okay. Second one, cubes. Second one is cubes. Same here also. The format is, it may be of cubes also. Similarly, the format may be in the cube of n cube plus 1, n cube plus 2, and n cube plus 3. Why I'm giving up to 3 only? Because SSC maximum asked plus 3 only, maximum. Sometimes he may ask even cube plus 7, cube plus 8 also, sometimes. Similarly, n cube minus 1, n cube minus 2, and n cube minus 3, and so on. Similarly, what is most important for SSC? Most important in the sense, out of all these are important, but this can be seen quite familiarly in the exam. N cube plus n and n cube minus n, these two are very, very important. Can we expect cube and multiplication questions? Generally, no. Why? All you are doing cube, which is a big number, and you are multiplying it, still a very big number. You are writing banking exam or SSC exam? Obviously, SSC exam. Banking means big numbers are required there, but in SSC, no. Try to get that logic. Logic is more important here. So don't go with the multiplication type of questions in the cubes. So write down next type. Factors. Very, very, very important for SSC. Maximum questions of SSC are given in the factors. Factors. For example, I will give something. 7 is to 133. Remember this is the question. The same way, 8 is how much you'll ask the next. Then what you do? The moment I see this, what is 133? Is a multiple of 7? Yes or no? 130 is a multiple of 7. Yes or no? Yes. 7 is the factor for 133. Yes or no? The moment I see this, they are in which ratio? 1 is to 19. So here also I should believe 1 is to 19. I'm giving a simple multiplication format, but exam it is not be like this. You will get the answers in the form of ratios. This is very important for SSC. There are, for out of all these questions, this is the most important for SSC. Based upon your factors or multiples. Write down next one is based on factors or multiples. Again, we'll solve the questions based on this format as well. Factors or multiples. Next. Write down next one. Sum of digits. There will be questions on sum of digits. There will be questions on multiplication of digits. Why I'm giving all this? Why I'm giving different types? Because the moment you see the question in the exam, you have to recognize it's what type of question. Whether it's in the square format, cube format, factors format, or sum of digits format, or multiplication of digits format. We recognize చేయాలి. అలా recognize చేస్తేనే exam లో reasoning paper can be completed within 15 minutes. Otherwise, the reasoning paper itself take 30 minutes. Once the reasoning take 30 minutes, you never attempt the maths paper. Maths hardly will solve only 2-3 papers and 2-3 questions will come out of the exam. I'm saying that okay next year. Yes or no? So that is the reason you have to solve the 15 bits means you have to go with the predetermined mind based upon the SSC format. Right now the next one very important, combination. This format is also very full star mark, combination format. Format of combinations. What is the meaning of format of combinations? In these combinations, write down what the different types of combinations. See, exactly in the exam, we can't predict this is the combination, but we can see some previous questions. These are the possible types of combinations. So write down them like squares and multiplication. This is one format. Multiplication and addition, second format. Multiplication and subtraction, another format. Division and addition is another format. Division and subtraction, another format. They're going to combine. Okay, they are going to combine all these things and they try to do, for example, squares and divisions. This is also previous SSC question. Square and then followed by division. So this is also previous SSC question. Okay. Square and multiplication, all given multiplications and additions, multiplications, subtractions, divisions and additions, divisions and subtractions, squares and divisions. All these are the different types of combinations that are possible in the SSC. Okay. So what are the different types we discussed so far? One is squares, then followed by cubes, factors, multiples, sum of digits, multiplication of digits, and combinations. Right? Okay, these are sufficient for analogy. Once you are preparing for odd one out, you have got extra. That I will discuss when we are discussing about odd one out. Let's try to solve some questions based on this format. Okay. Anybody having material? Yeah, take note or from our material. First, we'll try to solve the questions from your material. And what I see in the trend in the analogy, if you take up to 2021, there is no serious changes in the analogy. Analogy is as it is. Only coding and decoding is changing. But out of all the topics that I saw, only coding and decoding is changing a bit fast. Analogy questions is almost all similar. So whatever we are discussing in the classroom, that is sufficient to answer. So write down the first question. Page number 15 in your material, question number 191. Write down the question. 72, 40, 30. The moment you see this, is 72 and 40, is there any like square or any common factor? 7 to 40, what's the common factor between 72 and 40? Huh? 8. Yes or no? If 8 is a common factor, what is the ratio? 9:5. 8 how many times? 9 times. 8 how many times? 5 times. So what is the ratio? 9:5. Here also the ratio should be what? 9:5 should be the ratio because it's based upon the factors. So 5 how many times 30? 6. 9 how many times? 6 times. So your answer is 54. Is there any other way to do this one? Okay, so it is based upon your factors. Next question, right now 192. Six 12. 20 how much? I have to give the options here because there are many possibilities in this. So your options are 50, 30, 42, 38. What's the answer? 30. How can I write? Now, first of all, logically, you think that this 6 is close to any square? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. How can I write 6? I can write in two ways. One is 2 square plus 2, or I can write like 3 square minus 3. Now, anything is in the format of n square plus n. For example, it is the format of n square plus n only. If something is the format of n square plus n, can't I write it like n into n plus 1? Yes or no? If I are able to write as n into n plus 1, how can I write this one now? If it is the format of n into n plus 1, can I write this one like 2 into 3? Yes or no? If it's in the format, I can write 2 into 3. In the similarly, come to 12 now. Is in the format of any squares? Yes, it is the format is n square plus n and n square minus n. So it is also n square plus n means 3 square plus 3. N square minus n means 4 square minus 4. As it is in the format of n square plus n, I can write like 3 into 4 also. In the same way, similarly 20, how can I write 20 in the format of squares? 4 square plus 4 or 5 square minus 5. As it is in the format of n square plus n, I can write like 4 into 5 also. So what is your answer now? Simply, your answer is 30. Either you can write like 5 square plus 5, you get answer, or 6 square minus 6, you will get answer, or 5 into 6, then also you get 30. So there are many ways of solving this question. Okay, you can use format, you can follow it, anything. Okay. Next. Hello. Next question. Again, question number 190 in your material. I think easily you can answer it. It's not very difficult. 5, 135. Similarly, 7, how much? Your options are 353, 245, 273, 293. Obviously, 5, 135. Is it a multiple? Yes or no? Obviously, check in the terms of multiple. If you're not getting with terms of multiple, then you have to check with small number, big number. 5 is small number, 135 is big number. So you're checking with multiple, or if you're not getting with the multiple, you have to check with squares and cubes. Yes or no? Okay. How many times? If 5, 135 means how many times? 27 times. It is 27 times. Multiplied by 27. 27 only. In the same way, 7 27 times means how much? 140, 7 7 are 49. 189. 189 is not there. So obviously, even though it is multiple, it is not that format. So it is multiplication is not possible. Then we need to check what? Squares and cubes. 5 square is 25. Again, 25 multiple is not 135. So leave it. Come to cubes. What is 5 cube? 125 plus 10. So it's a combination question. What is the combination here? Square, sorry, cube and then addition. So it's the combination is cubes and addition. This is the format. So obviously here 7 cube plus 10. It's a combination question. 7 cube means 343 plus 10. What is the answer? 353 is the answer. So it's a combination. Clearly it's a combination question. Next. Write down next question. Very important. 83, 25, 29. How much? No, you options also, because this type of questions, options are also important. But options are 44, 49, 40, and 63. What is the clue here? Anybody? What is the clue here? The clue is always squares and cubes, factors and multiples are the clues. That's what I discussed in the types, right? Here 25 is there. 25 is a square. So obviously here square means there is a high chance of possibility of having square here also. In the options, is there any square? 49, that's the answer. Okay, in the exam, sometimes you are not having time to solve this. At least go by this logic. See the numbers, try to predict whether it is a multiple or a factor or any square or any cube, then go for the answer. Okay. For example, here there is some multiple is there. Obviously, here also this multiple will be your answer. Same logic, no. Check the options, go for the answer. Okay, don't waste much time here. So here 25, how you got this square? Here 8 is there. So obviously 8 minus 3, then followed by square. In the same way here also 2 minus 9, then followed by square. 49 is the answer. Okay, yes. So the next question. Take the question. 2460. 120, how much? I will give the options, because if there is no options, you get more than one answer for this question. 160, 220, 300, 108. The moment you see this question, 24 and 60, are they having any common factors? Yes or no? They're having common factors. What is the common factor here? 12 2 times, 12 5 times. What is the ratio? 2 is to 5. Here also the ratio should be 2 is to 5. 2 how many times? 60 times. Obviously 5 how many times? 60 times. What is the answer? 300. Yes or no? Not only this, is 24 and 60 is near to any square or a cube? Yes or no? What is 24? 3 cube minus 3. What is 60? 4 cube minus 4. What is 120? 5 cube minus 5. So it is the format of n cube minus n also. If it is in the format of n cube and n cube minus n, what will be your answer now? Yes or no? It is like 4 cube, sorry, 3 cube minus 3. It is 3 cube minus 3. It is 4 cube minus 4. It is 5 cube minus 5. So obviously what is your answer? 6 cube minus 6. That is 210. It is not there in the option, right? That is the reason if this is not the case, you have to go with this one. That is based upon factors. So what are the factors? Common factor is there between these two numbers. Based on the factors, you try to select the answer. Okay. The next question, take down 209. Your material, but anyway, take the question. 128, 96. I'm giving some time for this question. You try to and get the answer. See, I already said that whatever the questions we are solving, that is the type that I already given to you. 122, 138, 300. So let's see who will give the answer. First of all, are they near squares? No, because 128 which is square, not possible, very difficult. Is there any common factor? Yes or no? Yeah, what's the common factor? One 128 and 6. 4 to divisible होता था. Yes or no? 8 to divisible. Will they divisible with 8? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Will they divide with 16? Yes or no? Yes. Will they divide with 32? Yes or no? Yes. 32 3 times 96. 32 4 times 128. Yes or no? So what is the ratio? What is the ratio? 4 is to 3. This is the common factor. That is the reason you always remember this in mind. Okay, ఈ ఫ్యాక్టర్ మైండ్ లో లేకపోతే దీన్ని సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి చాలా టైం పడుతుంది ఎగ్జామ్ లో. మీరు అడిషన్స్ చేస్తారు, సబ్ట్రాక్షన్స్ చేస్తారు, స్క్వేర్స్ క్యూబ్స్ రాదు, కానీ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ అనేది మైండ్ లో ఉంటే చాలా కాస్ట్ అవుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ ఐ గివ్ స్టార్ మార్క్ టు దట్ ఇన్ ద వై ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ అవుతుంది. దానికి కలిపి స్టార్ మార్క్ ఇచ్చాను. వై 4 is to 3? 32 4 times, 32 3 times. First of all, you start with 4 only. While practicing, you start with 4. 4 to first 2 to what? 4. Next 4, yes. Next 8, yes. Next 16, yes. Next 32, yes. Next 64, no. So obviously 32 will be your maximum number. Yes or no? That's how you need to check in the exam. Right. So what is the answer now? 4 is to 3 means how many times? 61 times multiplied by 61. The same here also multiplied by 61. What is the answer? 183. Option A is the answer. 183 is the answer. Right. Next question. The last question for today. I think you can answer it. Even though it's a combination question, but easy combination. 17 is to 60. 20 is to how much? I'll use options. 57, 69, 81, 93. See, 1760 with respect to squares not possible, with respect to cubes not possible. 17 is a prime number, so factor is not possible. When factor is not possible with the prime numbers, then what is the next thing we have to do? Combination. So what is going to be the combination? 1760. 17 how many times? Around 3 times. So 17 3 times is 51 plus 9. So combination of multiplication and addition. In the same way, 20 3 times 60 plus 9. So your answer is 69. So your answer is 69 is the answer. Okay, it's also combination type of question where this is multiplication and additions are involved. Okay, so tomorrow also we'll see some more questions. There are still many questions are there to solve. We'll see these questions and we try to solve even the present trend question papers, that is 2020 and 2021. 2021 anyway I will give as assignment. At least I will try to take some 2020 questions. That if it's any difficult question, I will take. Otherwise, it's all are easy. I won't take this because anyway you wrote all 3 correct events. Obviously, I'm not taking that much as a difference. Okay, thank you.